Hey everyone, welcome to week 6 and 7 combined. Yes, there are another 2 weeks that are kind of adjacent to each other, and we cover some key ground, very important ground every week in every module essentially, or I guess every cluster of videos. I have taken the time to kind of build up almost like a base of knowledge, and hopefully by the time you're done with this introductory course, you'll cover many of the common things in Python. Hopefully you'll be able to be ready to create projects on your own. So the whole goal of this class is you get a taste test of various little things like the object creation, and we'll do a little UI or user interface building in the next couple of weeks. And this week we move on to new ground, and what you're building is a base. And by the time we get done with these 12 weeks or 14 weeks, or when you think about it, there's only 12 weeks that we actually have, or even 11 weeks. And when you consider breaks and snow days and all that. So when you're getting done with these 12 weeks, I want you to have gotten a taste test, like a buffet, in which you're getting a taste test of everything that the buffet has to offer. So when you're done with this class, you can be ready to explore areas that you want to explore, and you may want to begin to create projects. And the goal of creating projects is you can prove to a company that you want to get hired that, hey, I don't have experience, but this is what I can do. So some of the things we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be revisiting object-oriented programming. We are going to talk about how to optimize your approach or process to doing a problem in general. So even if it's especially for homework in my class, but really when you get out of Python, when you get out of this class and you want to tackle real world problems like making real world apps, can you, number one, gather the requirements that is needed? And number two, can you translate those requirements into like pseudocode? And number three, can you translate the pseudocode into solving a real world problem? Now, notice I have 2 assignments that are due this week, and they're both due February 23rd. And don't let that fool you. They're both seriously individual assignments. I mean, they're not like too many assignments as combined into one. They're legitimate assignments that would take you a week long to do. So you got to parse out your time accordingly. I know I just kind of mentioned that. The next thing we'll talk about is I'm gonna show you and whet your appetite with the world of virtualization. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want you to get experienced and exposure to the installing of specifically Kali, which is a flavor of Linux that's Debian based. And the reason why I choose Kali over Debian or something like that, or Ubuntu, or even Red Hat or CentOS, is because Kali is the one distribution or flavor that has Python and probably Java and a lot of other software, especially exploitation software. It already has that pre-installed, so you don't need to worry about installing anything. It's already in there. So the first video is involved, when I say the lecture 3 that's involved, is installing this virtualization software on your host operating system, whether or not you have a Mac or Windows. Secondly, it's verifying the Python installation the Python installation within Kali, and it's installed, so don't worry about that. And the next video, lecture 4, is using Python in Kali. And guess what? You've already been doing it on Windows or Mac, so it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing, and you'll see that. Second of all, finally, lecture 5, we talk about algorithms. Now, algorithms is something that I want you to pay special attention to, especially when you get out of here. If you want any future in programming at all, or app development, or software engineering, you are going to have to know the ins and outs of algorithms. So after this course, you're going to go to lead code, you're going to go to various other areas, and you're going to have to work on your algorithms. I can only do so much in these 11 or 12 weeks. and then we have the assignment two. So there are two distinct and very hearty assignments. So enjoy your time, and I thank you very much, and I will see you next time.